One, that is the main figure. On either sides, you can find Pallava kings and queens. Pallava kings and queens on either side. And on the farmost corner, you can find Dwarapalas.
Bhaiya, can you take a photo for us?
This is a rectangular temple. This temple is meant for Mahavishnu in the reclining posture. That is the reason why it is rectangular in shape.
Yes.
2nd, 3rd, 4th centuries.
Yeah.
But there is no historical records. Right from 7th century, 6th century only, we do have historical records. So if you look at the history, Pallavas were originals, and Cholas became emperors only in the 9th century. So Pallavas were ruling 6th, 7th century, and in the down south Tamil Nadu you can find Pandyas, who are the contemporaries of Pallavas. 9th century, Chola became powerful. They started ruling the entire Tamil Nadu. After 2-3 centuries, again it became Pandyas. After 2-3 centuries, there were a lot of chaotic situation. Muslims started ruling many regions, etc. Then ultimately came Vijayanagara, that is in the 15th century. So that's how. So basically, to answer your questions, as per the history, as per whatever monuments that you see, Pallavas came first, Cholas came next. Then middle, then bottom. That is why you can find the top portion is 100%. Middle portion is partially complete. Here, people locally call it as Arjuna's penance. Some people call it as Bhagiratha's penance. To be on safer side, we call it as the Great Penance Panel. And this particular panel is having literally 151 sculptures. I have written a detailed article about explaining each and every sculpture in my blog, and nowhere else in India you can find something similar to this. So the idea is, in those days they have made this structure in such a way that water will flow from top. So that depicts Ganga, Ganges. This depicts various scenes. This portion depicts forest. That is why you can find elephants, elephant calls, and I will explain this cat and the rats also. And below here, this is below the water. You can find serpents, right? And on right hand side top, you can find various celestials. The upper portion is more like a human, the below portion is more like a bird. So we call them as Kinnara. So you can find Kinnaras, you can find various devas, and you can find sages with beard, right? And you can also find dwarf. There are a lot of dwarf, and if you carefully notice, they are having something like a woolen cloth, because they are in the Himalayas, very cold place. And then you can find Surya and Chandra on both the sides. On left hand side also you can find various animals, hunters, in addition to that celestials, right? And the lower left side is basically empty, it is incomplete. So now if you look at this particular portion, this is a small temple. Vishnu is there, and there is a sage seated. There are 4-5 people, they are taking bath. And here you can find basically a kind of monkey. So basically it depicts various animals that were found in the Himalayas in those days. And the important is here Shiva is standing. Shiva is standing. He is having Trishul on his right arm. There is a thin guy, a sage-like guy, who is doing tapasya, penance in a single leg, right? So some people claim he is Arjuna, some people claim it is Bhagiratha. So because of that, people either call it as Arjuna's penance or Bhagiratha's penance, but according to me, that is not the important scene. The important scene is Ganga flowing down, right? So I personally believe it is Bhagiratha due to certain technical reasons. He is doing penance, so Ganga is flowing down. And if you look at this particular cat, the cat is mimicking this sage, right? So this is a humorous. So just to add the humorous sense, probably this culture has made this cat. And if you look at the cat, it is surrounded by so many rats. They are not afraid of cat. They are making fun of cat. See, I am standing in front of you. You are doing penance. If you can catch me, please catch. Something like that. Particular mandapa, the front side structure was a later edition.
Okay.
500 years back. Original cave temple is only inside. This was later edition. Kailasanatha, Shivji's temple, and this was built sometime in the beginning of 8th century.
8th century.
Right? So this is one of the oldest, biggest
tower you will
You
not.
have been to Madurai temple, right?
Madurai, yeah.
This is a smaller version of Madurai. Same stories in a miniature. The Madurai is many times scalar.
So you நீங்க உள்ள bronze மட்டும் he is very interested in bronze. So he is telling. In a temple, what we see now here is called a gopuram. There are two elements in a temple. Gopuram, yeah.
Gopuram.
This tower is called Gopuram. Normally, there is a tower will be there just above the sanctum sanctorum where the main deity is there. That is called Vimanam, and this is Gopuram. There will be two. That relatively the Vimanam will be smaller, and the Gopuram is taller in many of the temples, except Brihadishwara temple where the Vimanam itself is of 13 talas. Here, what you see is have 7 talas.
Yeah.
Tala is one level.
Yes.
I think you are familiar with the
Yeah.
term
Yeah.
tala. Each tala depicts. This is made of up to that prastaram, what we call the roof side, is made of stone, and above that it is always made in Sudai everywhere. Sudai is mortar. Sudai is Sanskrit word
Okay,
for
now
mortar.
we have surki.
Huh?
We have a surki.
Yeah, I was asking about that
Surki,
word only.
yeah.
Surki,
Surki,
yeah.
yeah,
The
surki, yeah.
plastering material, right?
Surai. Here is
Surai.
Surai.
Okay.
Uh,
And each one, the sculptures are all made of the mortar material and painted whenever there is a Kumbhabhishekam. And you see lot of stories depicted below. The first one, whether you don't know, are you familiar with the Arjuna's penance?
Yes, that one is very
The
beautiful.
Kiratarjuniyam.
yeah.
Kiratarjuniyam is a fight between Shiva and Arjuna
Yeah.
over a boar. That is the first story you see on the right side. And then you have, you go a little closer.
Yeah.
You got wedding, I have to calculate the time also. 10:45. The wedding scene of Muruga, and then you have Vishnu's wedding on this side, Shiva wedding this side, and you have another Rishi in anger, Durvasha. Yeah. Oh, you know Durvasha also. Yes. And then you have a lot of banners. Every thing has got a story behind it. Because running short of time, I'm just telling you, there are a lot of, even in Shiva form, we have about 64 murtis of Shiva alone. Like Bhikshadana, I don't know how many murtis you are familiar with. Gaja Samhara Murti, Nataraja, all these are forms of Shiva.
Yeah.
Each one, that is, what you see is Nataraja. Then over that one lifting the leg up, that is Urdhva Dandava Murti, and then you have Dakshina Murti, and then again another Dakshina Murti there. This side again Urdhva Dandava Murti, Nataraja. So you see lot of such icons in the Gopuram. You can go inside. The main entrance of the Gopuram will have Ganga and Yamuna on both the sides to just a symbolic representation of washing your feet when you go inside. The Gopurams are built at a very later period after 15th century in all the southern temples. Main temple didn't have this structures. Only Vimanam was there. Only after the Vijayanagara revival of Hinduism in the South India, they built all those tall towers, Gopuram, what you call it. Vijayanagara.
Vijayanagara is the king.
माथिको बाहिर चाहिँ गोपुरम भन्छ भने
They revived Hinduism in
माथिको पछि
They blocked spread of Islam in the south. They blocked in the middle of it.
So the south is, I was telling you, we don't have the Kshatriya community here.
You see, this is a typical Gopura in South India. This is the entrance. Gopuram is the entrance. This is a later development. Over the Garbhagriha or Moolasthana, what you have is a Vimanam. Okay, the Vimanam are 1,200 years old. So when the new kings came some 300-400 years ago, they don't want to disturb the other one. They start developing their own architecture in the outer periphery, in entry. So they built taller Gopurams in Madurai here and everything. Because they don't want to disturb the other one. But they want to do something grand here. That is why they built more bigger and
said, there's nothing, this is the pinnacle of somebody of an art. He said, so he wrote a study thesis which is available of the Tiruvalangadu Nataraja that we will see later. So here we had two rival kingdoms, the Pandavas, the Pandyas and the Cholas. So here, just to change, they reverse the leg. So you actually see that the leg is reversed. So the thing is that the Pandya king appealed to Shiva saying, you've been dancing on one leg for too long, does it pain? Change. So
Okay.
Pallava proportion, very elongated, very minimal jewelry, elongated crown, like almost like a conical crown, and the discus, the chakra, is straight. So this is called Prayoga chakra, like you throw in the ninja thing. But later you'll see it come out like, become like an ornament, and modern day it comes into the finger. But this profile is another characteristic of the Pallava dynasty. So this is the Pallava era Vishnu. You can actually see that there will be the stewards or marks somewhere it's gone, but anyway we'll look at it. So there's another important dynasty wherein we had in Kaveri Pakam. So this was plundered by a French scholar. So they stole about 36 of these. From only this was left. This door guardian was left. The rest all they've sold in the 1930s to French and American museums. Some of the most beautiful. This was a chieftain of the Cholas. They ruled from an area called Kodumbalu. So they were also very, very big temple builders. So one of the most important temples is called Mover Koil in Kodumbalu. That is like built by a main chieftain of the Cholas. So for me, the beauty here is the perfection on the face, the nose, the smile.